Hi, welcome back to this coronavirus lockdown interviews or whatever you want to call it. My name is James Rin, and I'm with Keely Missinne, a Boston University student. And so, Keely, started right off the bat. Um, Being a college student in this pandemic, what's it like? How do you see the world from that point of view?
Well, I would definitely say, like everyone is feeling, it's very nerve-wracking.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, but especially for being a college student, I know, especially being an older college student, I'm a junior at Boston University.
Mm-hmm.
It's now looking at the economy is going to be different from how we're going to be from how I thought I was going to be graduating.
Right.
My summer internship just got canceled. So
Mm.
now it's looking at reevaluating how this next year and a half of my life is going to go. It's definitely changed, and I have to get a new perspective on what I'm going to be doing.
Yeah, so you mentioned your college internship was canceled. What are the
Mm-hmm.
plans? I mean, we all have plans in the future, but what has this affected for you in the future? Anything big?
Yeah, so definitely. So this internship that I was supposed to be working for,
Mhm.
as many of my fellow students put in a lot of effort to get these internships, and
Right.
it was definitely a deal-breaking internship that I was hoping to work with through my senior year and potentially get a job opportunity from. Uh, that's how I've heard most of my friends who are seniors. That's how they've gained their job experience on their resume. That's how they've made these networking connections. So I feel
Mhm.
like this is a very critical time period that has now been thrown for a loop, and that I won't have the same advantages as some of my other friends have had if they were that had the opportunity to have a summer internship between their junior and senior year. So I'm definitely not sure of where life is going to go from here. I know it's not going to be the same opportunities that I thought I would have.
So you're kind of stuck a little bit. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, do you have a plan for the future, or are you just waiting to hear anything?
So right now, since my plans have been canceled, I am now working to apply to more internships, see what is open. I know a lot of companies have canceled all of their internship programs for the summer, but I'm reaching out, applying to as many as I can to see if there is anything that I can be a part of. And if not,
Mhm.
then it's looking to see what can I do with my summer that would be effective, that I can put on a resume or do something
Mhm.
worthwhile with my time.
Yeah, so internships and all that stuff have been canceled, but classes haven't. What's it like doing online classes? Is this your first time?
So I've taken an online class before in the summer, but it was not um, over Zoom. Have not used this program yet, and it was not a video type of online class. It was more I
Yeah.
received the materials and I went about it in that way. So it's definitely a big adjustment. Even yesterday, I had one of my first online exams
Mhm.
where we had even less time than we would have in class, and we weren't allowed to go back and forth between questions. So it's
Yeah.
definitely a different testing uh, sort of situation than I'm used to. And I haven't gotten my grade yet back, but I didn't feel as confident as I would have taking the class or taking the exam in class. It's definitely a very different experience, and it's new for the professors as well. I feel like everyone's trying to work together with each
Mhm.
other about it, but it's definitely a big learning curve.
All right. And so you're in college with thousands of other people. Do you think they're going through the same thing?
Yeah, definitely talking to my friends. People have different worries. People are going through the same motions of either trying to stay positive or just getting really down about these things.
Yeah.
Uh, I've had friends with similar concerns about the classes saying that they don't think that they are doing as well because it is online and they don't have that opportunity to have that in class participation as they would on Zoom. I know that people have different comfort levels with technology, and
Hmm.
from what I'm hearing from my friends, is that it's definitely not the best situation. Everyone's trying to make the most of it, but I would definitely prefer to be on campus.
Yeah. All right. To change the subject a little bit, I'm asking all of my interviewees this question. So we're living basically a future history lesson. This will be taught in classes. How do you think this pandemic or this epidemic will affect you as a person and your future?
Well, definitely, I'm going to kind of look at humankind in a different way. Seeing how people have reacted to the pandemic when the news has come about, it's either brought out the best in people or it's brought out the worst in people, with people hoarding different supplies for no apparent reason, not like that these supplies are going to be in a shortage. I think that this is definitely a lesson for people who are obsessed with the apocalypse zombie type of culture, for people to see this is what would actually happen, and the people who you thought were going to be there and how we thought we would react in a situation is definitely a lot different. So it definitely prepares me for that. It also prepares me for, I think that this is a big wake up call for the public health sector. I think that we're definitely now, more people than ever are having to see the effects of how expensive it is to get a test, who's getting tested, who isn't getting tested, specifically in the US. So I think that this is going to bring about a huge reevaluation and really bring to light some of the bad parts of our public health.
All right. So that's all the time we have for today. I just want to say thank you, Keely, for coming in, letting me see your point of view. All right. Thank you for tuning in, everyone. I'm Jameson Wren, and this is Keely Missinne.